Okay, so now here, things happen. You think about in your life when all things just seem to come together. It's kind of a magical, mystical thing that happens. Of course, I suppose it's any time when if you've been married, meet a spouse or important person in your life. I met a couple different people. I know one in particular. I was just at a car show at work, and William Clay Ford Jr. walked through, and we just kind of said hi and waved. Didn't really talk to him. But actually, later on, I was in church years later, and I'm looking through the program that morning. Oh, did you hear that? It must have just been a snake. Actually, I'm sitting here in Frankenmuth, Michigan, and I don't know if you're familiar, but they got a Christmas store. So it's Christmas here all year round, but it's November 30th today, so obviously they're more in the Christmas spirit now, with Christmas being 4 weeks, less than 4 weeks away. But yeah, so I was in church looking at the program. I'm like, wow, I was looking at this name. Wow, this name sounds like probably part of the Ford family. So, and as I'm sitting in church later on, I see him and his wife are sitting down, and when we left, it was really close to me, but I didn't bother him. I didn't want to bother him. But the one thing I was thinking of was years ago, my wife and I, we had 2 young kids, and we had a small bungalow. It was like 1,000 square foot. It was one of those where you go upstairs and there's just one room, like a bedroom. We had a basement, and then 2 bedrooms downstairs, full bath, 1 full bath, and a living area and kitchen, and then a basement. But it's a good house, great starter home. We actually bought it for a good price, and the market was good back then, so we were able to make a lot of money on it and had a big down payment. And we were trying to think, where do we want to live? Where's a good place to live to raise kids? Because our oldest son was going to be going to kindergarten. We thought, well, if we move, right before we go to kindergarten, then if we move right before we go to he'd be set up to go to school. We just stay there. So we were looking at different neighborhoods and land and what can you afford and everything. But I want to tell you, if you watch this video to the end, I will tell you something that has helped me, that has changed my life. But you have to watch this all the way to the end. So we were trying to think, where do we want to live and where I was working, and my wife's a nurse, so that's not. She can work anywhere, right? Pretty much get it at that time anyway. She could get a job anywhere. It didn't matter. Make good money and work opposite my shifts. So a lot of great flexibility there. And not only in nursing, but there's a lot of other job opportunities available. Other things you can do. What teacher wouldn't want a nurse in their room as an assistant or something? Or even a school nurse for a school district. I'm getting a little thirsty. So we were looking around for a place, and we finally found a place in Ann Arbor, which is a great community. University of Michigan is there. Always got a lot to offer, a lot of things going on. Taxes are high because there really is no tax base because the university is so large. There's not too many businesses, so the property taxes are pretty expensive. But you get a good quality of life. We kind of got a place that was kind of nestled outside of the city, so it was a little bit more rural. It used to be farmland until they developed it. But yeah, we were close enough. We built a huge 2,200 square foot house, and I remember it was just, just a lot of things had to happen, right? We wanted to get in there, by the end of August, before school started, um, we were looking for a year. We started looking at homes in the market. That was a weird thing. We started driving around Ann Arbor looking for homes. We're like, what's going on? There aren't any for sale signs. There's no homes for sale? Well, later we found out that they didn't put out for sale signs on homes that were for sale. And that's the first I had ever heard of that. I don't know of any other community doing it. Maybe other places do, other states. Actually, now I think they do have, they changed, they do have signs out. But anyways, it was just a lot of things had to happen, right? We had to sell our home. We knew the market value. We were pretty sure the price we could get. So we knew we had a down payment, and we knew what we could afford to buy. But we wanted to get in there by the end of August. And, I mean, worst case, so you move and live in an apartment or something until your home is finished. But, you just like to have things happen. So I remember, like my cousin got married in May, and so, they had started to build. We went to look at it. They started to do the, rough, the framing work. It was about all they had started. And then, if they rush through, they're always going to rush through and cut corners and do it on the cheap as much as they can. But it ended up that it worked out great. We were able to sell our house and wait until August. We sold our house, I think, a little bit earlier, and we said, worst case, we could sell and we could live somewhere else again. But, we told the buyer, hey, building a home, expecting we're going to be out there for the school year anyways, for the kids to start school, or for our son to start. Our daughter was just 3. And just figure, we'll get out there in time and for school to start, and that would be fine. And that would give us enough time. So we didn't have to move, they said that's fine. We didn't have to move right away. So we waited till the end of August. We moved in there, and, we had a walkthrough, and it was funny because a lot of stuff didn't work, but it ended up all working out great. And I just never forget the feeling of walking into that house, because it was just beautiful. Of course, brand new, freshly built. But you'd walk up the stairway to go upstairs, where there was 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. And you could stand in the hallway, and there's an overlooking the front door foyer and the living room. It was just like, wow, I felt like I was in a dream. And then I go into my bedroom, is big, and then I have a walk-in closet, and then I got a big bathroom. And I was just like, wow, this is like, I had to pinch myself. But a lot of things, right, had to fall into place. So it was kind of magical that happened. But you get into action, you're open to the possibilities of those things happening, and magical things happen and occur. So, I'm going to put this on my blog. There's a place below. Hey, I'm an Empower Network. You know that. These are the kind of things that Dave Wood talks about. He's always teaching and training us. Every Monday night, 9 o'clock, be on a phone call. There's no pitches there. It's just training. Talking about life, business, what we can do to improve ourselves, grow, step out of our boundary, step out of our comfort zone. And he throw up this video, I don't know, during the week or something, around Thanksgiving, I think. I don't know, a couple days before or whatever. And he was just talking about, magical things that happen. Do a video. What happened? Magical things that happen. As I think of more, I'll do more videos. And I'm going to start doing videos every day, so you'll see them. Connect with me. But, there'll be a button below. Get into Empower. So what I realized is that I made a decision that I wanted to build a home in Ann Arbor. Well, I made a decision, first of all, that where I wanted to live. And then as we looked around, then we made a decision, we could afford to build. that's a lot of people's dream, build a brand new home, beautiful, huge home. You know, compare, it was like twice the size of what we had, plus a full basement. So it was almost 3 times the size, 2.5, 3 times the size. And, you know, so a lot of things had to fall into place, but I got into massive action, right? You know, we did a lot of stuff to make it happen. We kind of created it. So what do you want to create in your life, right? What do you want to create? You want to get into massive action? What do you want to do? What do you want to have? You know, it was like a dream, like I said. What a feeling, you know? And everyone's gone through this and they've experienced that. But think about it. Think about what you've done to create.